On May 15th, the World Health Organization released a new guideline on non-sugar sweeteners. The WHO recommendation says that using non-sugar sweeteners does not offer any long-term benefit in reducing weight in adults or children. In fact, on the contrary, WHO suggests that due to long-term use of non-sugar sweeteners, there may be potential undesirable effects such as increased risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and mortality in adults. The recommendation is based on the findings of a systematic review of the available evidence. The first question that comes to mind is what exactly are non-sugar sweeteners? Second, does WHO recommendations apply to all kinds of non-sugar sweeteners? And lastly, what are their substitutes if we can't consume non-sugar sweeteners? What should people with a sweet tooth or diabetes consume if non-sugar sweeteners doesn't offer health benefits and may even lead to certain health problems? We will share all the details, but before, please like and share this video and remember to subscribe to the Money Control YouTube channel. First, we need to understand what all non-sugar sweeteners are. We asked this to a nutritional medicine practitioner, Manjari Chandra.
Non-sugar sweeteners are basically chemical substances. Largely, they are substances that are synthetic in nature, which were made to taste like sugar, and they were added to food so that you have the sweetness but you don't get sugar and there are no glucose spikes happening.
In simple words, non-sugar sweeteners are used as a substitute for sugar. It contains few to no calories but has a higher sweetness intensity per gram than sweeteners with calories. It is commonly used by people trying to lose weight as it helps control calorie intake. It is also known as non-nutritive sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, sugar substitutes, and high-intensity sweeteners. Generally, non-sugar sweeteners are found in manufactured foods and beverages or sold as a product that is to be added to foods and drinks by consumers. And how does consumer identify the non-sugar sweeteners in the product?
One of the things that people should be wary of is sugar-free. The term that typically products or food manufacturing labeling uses, which people can find out, is basically to read the label of the packaging. If it is a packaged product, then you can read the label, and there is the FSSAI has very clear guidelines that if is a non-sugar sweeteners used, then it has to be put on the label, so on the back panel or the front packaging of the labeling.
However, the WHO recommendation does not involve personal care or hygiene products, including artificial sugar such as toothpaste, skin creams, and medications. So what should be consumed if chemical-based non-sugar sweeteners are not ideal?
You can eat regular sweets, but in moderation, in very, very minuscule amounts, because the way we live very sedentary lifestyles. We're mostly sitting through our day on a chair to do our work, and with that we cannot process the type of energy that sugar gives us in any form. And if people consume a lot of it, they will end up with something or the other, all the way from obesity to a cardiometabolic disorder. People do want to consume sugar or sweet things. They can at least try and choose sugars which are less refined, less processed, and have less problems associated with them. For example, they could pick up palm sugar, date sugar, use dry fruits, or raisins and dates in their preparations at home. Also, they could have some good quality honey, which is wild honey. So those are some alternatives. Stevia is definitely an alternative. Erythritol is definitely an alternative. Does not still mean you can go all out and consume it without a capping.
Even the WHO recommendation says that the best option is to reduce the sweetness of the diet and develop a habit of consuming less sugar. The American Heart Association recommends that women should take no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar and men should not take more than 9 teaspoons daily. So what do you all think? After WHO recommendations, are you still looking to continue non-sugar sweeteners in your diet? Do let us know in the comments.